Check, check. All right, we're ready to go. Jamboree is getting ready to get underway. It's Kansas City Knights and the Midmo Tigers out of Jeff City, just up the road here. Russo in net for the Knights. White in net for the Tigers. Busher, Goins, and Baby Fortner step up here, take the face off. And it'll be Fortner coming away with it. He'll bring it up the right-hand side. Goins fills the middle. Fortner with the shot goes wide. Down into the corner. Tigers will get a hold of it. They'll sling it off the ref skate. Comes all the way down. This is Prazel and McClin for the Knights. Comes all the way to Russo. He'll jump on top of it. They'll blow it dead. Face-off will be in the Knight zone just underway in the first. Graham and Moe will check in here for the Knights. Prazel and McClin will hit the bench. Goins to take another face-off. Wins it over here towards Graham. Bounces off the wall. Graham will try to clear it. Midmo will hold it into the corner. Now it'll be Graham behind the net. He'll backhand it up to Fortner. Fortner will touch pass over to Busher. Has it poked away. A little close to the action, so can't get right up against the railing here. So we'll try to describe it as best we can. Nice back check there by the Tigers, holding it in off Fortner. Now it'll trickle over to Moe. Moe will bring it over near side towards Graham. Grabbed by Busher up the left-hand side. Dumped down into the Tiger zone. That'll go back behind White. Now we got Smith with the puck. Chips it off the boards, trying to get it up to Graham. Smith will take a shot. White with the save. Kicked out in the neutral zone. That'll go all the way down into the Knight zone. That'll be icing. Icing will be the call. Face-off will come back to the Tigers zone. 13:24 remain the first. No score. Got the Smith brothers out there on this one. This will be Becker for the Knights. Back behind Russo. Chipped off the board out ahead to Gunner. Gunner will bring it up to McClin. McClin will chip it off just past Smith, but he'll bring it in, and that's going to be an offsides. White didn't like the little shot there on the backside by Smith. Big guns after the whistle. Face-off comes to Gunner. Loses it in the neutral zone. Now it'll be Larson. Larson up to McClin. McClin trying to get it to Gunner. That goes past him into the Tiger zone, though. Larson's got it. Tries a pass up to Becker, but that kicks off a Tiger skate. Comes all the way down to Russo in the Knights end. Now to be McClin. Back behind Russo. Puts on the brakes. Comes up the near side towards Gunner. Gunner up ahead to a young older brother, Bo. Into the Tiger zone. They'll lose it once again. Cleared. That is going to be an icing. Face-off will come back to the Tiger zone. 12:25 remaining the first with no score. Diaz, Richter, and got a different uniform here. Let me see who's out there on the ice now. Prazel and Graham on the defense. Tigers win the face-off. Stolen by Diaz. Slaps it off the board. Keeps it in the Tiger zone. Now they'll get it cleared out to neutral. Puck just bouncing around here at neutral. We'll wait till somebody gets control. Does trickle down to the Tiger zone. Tigers will get it hard off the boards behind White. Up near side. Touch pass out in the middle. That'll come out to neutral. Grabbed by Graham. Backhanded into the Tiger zone. Save there by White. Oh, big hit by Richter down in the corner. Diaz with another big solid hit back behind the net. Trickles out. Here come the Tigers up the left-hand side. Stays onside, and Graham's going to get himself a tripping penalty. And it's touched up. Graham will go to the sin bin for, see if it's 1.5 or 2 minutes for tripping. Tigers will go to the power play. Face-off will be in the Knight zone. Prather and Chikini check in here on this penalty kill for the Knights. Morrison and McClin on the defense. Face off one down, grabbed by Morrison. He'll wheel behind Russo, chipped off the boards, cleared out into the Tiger zone, all the way down to White. Backhanded by the Tigers up the near boards. Held in by Mo, puts it back down low. There's Prather continuing to work on it. He'll take a check up against the boards. Down in the corner, oh, another big check there by Chikini. He's a big hitter. Tigers on a breakout, come up the right-hand side. Kick back out to neutral by the Knights. Stolen by McClin, cleared by McClin, out to neutral. Tigers will come D to D. Slaps it down. That should be an icing, and we will get an icing on that. Clearing pass, touched by nobody. Face-off will come back to the Tiger zone. 10:38 remaining in the first, no score. 1:14 remaining on the Tigers power play. And will come Fortner, Goins, Prazel, and Becker on the defense. Face-off grab by the Tigers. Held by Prazel right at the blue line. Now the Tigers will get it cleared out to neutral. Loose puck. Baby Fortner will come away with this momentarily and then has his pocket picked. Kick back. That'll be Becker. He'll sling it down into the Tigers zone. 50 seconds remaining on the Tigers power play. Nice steal there by Fortner. Dumped down low by Becker. Goins looks for the little hip check, skates right by him, had Tigers kick it back out to neutral, back to Becker, and he'll slap it right back down into the Tiger zone. Back behind White, Tigers will get it near side. Goins is over there, slowing him up. 25 seconds remaining. Prazel kicks it right back at the blue line. Fortner will go chase it up against the wall. And now the Tigers are getting control slightly into their own zone, chipped off the boards. Now grabbed by Goins. He's got to put on the brakes as Fortner was forechecking. And the puck hits Kimkus on the bench, out of play. 22. I don't know who that is. Yep. I need 22. Smith, Larson, and Busher. That's Bojangles. Morrison and McClin stay in there. Morrison will dump it down into the Tiger zone. Tigers will try to clear it off the boards. Kicks right back out to Smith. He'll take a shot. White with the save. Rebound, Larson. White with another save. McClin will hold it at the blue line. Now to Smith. Kicks it over to Larson. Up, back behind the net. Goes back behind White. White with a couple nice saves there from point-blank range. Now Smith with another save. Smith with another shot. White with another save. Comes back to Smith. White pokes it out once again. Oh, that okay. Down into the night zone, the puck slung. This will be Morrison hard off the glass. Kicks out into the neutral zone. Tigers will race back for it. Davenport grabs it in front of White. Larson with a forecheck. Kicked up the boards, held by McClin. Gets it right to Smith. Smith will bring it in. To his forehand. Looking to center. Oh, Busher was on that backside, but ricocheted off a skate of one of the Tigers. Couldn't get a stick on it. Down into the corner. Tigers will try to clear it. Nice job by McClin holding it in. Now the Tigers bounce it off the wall. Larson will chase back for this one. Larson up through the middle. Brookfield comes in off the left. White with the save. Pops right up in the air backside of the net. Tigers come away with it. Backhanded up the near boards. Morrison holds it in once again. Back behind White. Brookfield will get the save. Oh, couldn't get a stick on it. Up towards McClin, poked away by the Tigers. McClin pokes it out into the center part of the Tiger zone. They'll come away with it. Nice back check by Diaz. He'll get the steal. Takes a shot, ricochets off of one of the Tiger players up front, goes wide of the net. Over towards Diaz far side. Graham will hold it down low. A lot of pressure by the Knights, getting a lot of shots. White working well in the net right now for the Tigers. Over to Brookfield. He'll take a shot. Blocked up front by the Tigers. Held right at the blue line by Graham. Now it'll trickle out to neutral ice. Graham will try to dump it back into the Tiger zone. Tigers come away with it. Stolen by Becker. Pushed up ahead to Diaz. Diaz with a shot. Just off the edge of the glove of White. Goes past the net. Cleared out to neutral by the Tigers. They're going to call tipped all the way back to Russo. He'll sling it over here towards Gunnar Smith. Stolen right up front by the Tigers. Loose puck now grabbed by Gunnar. Goes off far side. That'll be Chikini chipping it up the wall. Below it dead. Not sure what the call was. Maybe it was offsides. Face-off will be at neutral ice. Chikini, Smith, Prather in there. Prazel, McClin. Pushed ahead by Prather. Nice job. White will cover this one up. Face-off now in the Tiger zone. 5:54 remaining in the first. No score. JV2 for the Knights coming up at 3:30. Then the varsity will play at 5 p.m. Tigers finally come away with it. They lose the puck to Prather. Prather to McClin. McClin down to Smith. Big guns Gunner. He'll wheel around the backside of White. Shoot. Oh, he was looking for McClin. McClin skated in a little too far and pass went behind him. Nice look by Gunner. Over near side, Tigers up the wall, pressured by Gunner with the forecheck, gets the steal, skates in, looking for that quick pass, White with a save, loose up front, Tigers can't get it cleared. Nice pressure by Prather. Now they'll get it cleared, that should be an icing. And it will be icing, face-off will come back to the Tiger zone with 5:03 remaining in the first. Knights will change it up here. In comes Baby Fortner, Goins, and Busher. Graham and Becker will be on the defense. Becker will hold it right at the blue line. Skates in, takes a shot way up high, goes over the blocker of White. Grabbed by Busher down in the corner. Comes around the backside of White. Far corner. Look to get it to Fortner, kind of whiffed on that, does cross the blue line, and they're going to get an offsides as Graham kicked it right back in. Face-off will come out to neutral. To the Tigers, they'll kick it back out to neutral. Graham will come back for this one, looks for that cross-ice pass. Bounces off the wall, nobody there to receive it. Tigers will kick it back. That should be another icing. And it will be. Face-off will come back to the Tiger zone. 4:29 remaining in the first. No score still. Face-off left right there at the dot. That'll be Busher to Fortner. Fortner has his shot blocked, comes right back to him. Another shot blocked. Tigers come away with it back behind White. Oh, big forecheck there by Fortner. Loose puck. He'll pick it up. Brings it up high to Becker. Becker will sling another one. That goes wide. Net kind of moved a little bit. Refs don't blow it dead. Loose up front. Rebound. White with a save. Now jump on top of it. And here we got some pushing and shoving going. Graham's got his arms raising. He's excited about it. I don't know who they're going to get on this one. There was quite a few involved. Refs are going to skate the Tigers, or one of the Tiger players, right off the ice. That's Rippey. Goins is going to go to the, oh, they're not skating him off the ice, right to the sin bin. Goins for the Knights, Rippey for the Tigers. Rippey has an outlaw sticker on the side of him, so maybe played some double-A with the Knights last year or something. Let's see, they will skate 5-on-5. Larson, Smith, and Smith. Morrison and McClin on the defense. Won by the Tigers, cleared by the Tigers. All the way down the Knight zone, foot race for the puck. Mo will get there first. They called no icing as it was tipped up against the walls. Kicked out. This will come over Mo near the near side to Gunner. Gunner up ahead to Bo. Bo will skate in. He's got Larson. Goes to Larson. Shot. White with slides over with a big save. Nice pass by Bo to Larson. Nice recovery by White for the Tigers, keeping this thing scoreless. Now White will jump on top of this one. They'll blow a dead face-off in the Tiger zone. 3:15 or 16, doesn't matter. 3:15, we'll call it left in the first, no score. Bo got White to commit off to his right-hand side, kicked it back over to Larson, thought that backside net would be open, and White with a quick recovery. Richter will win it to Mo. He'll take a shot. That goes up high, deflects off the back wall. Brookfield will hold this one, gets it to Richter, right to Diaz. Shot blocked. Goes off to the near corner. Brookfield will chase over after it. Him and Diaz will work it up against the wall. Pops up to Mo. Goes wide left, back behind the net, far side to Richter. Now the Tigers will clear it. McClin will race after it. Peels back, down goes a Tigers player. Now to pop out to Brookfield. Brookfield's got Diaz up ahead. He'll touch pass it. Richter will bring it in right. Takes a shot over the glove of White. Comes over near side to Diaz. Up high to Mo. Back down into the corner. Pass Diaz, far side to Brookfield. He'll try to reverse it. Blocked by the Tigers. McClin will hold it far side. Now cleared out in the neutral zone. That'll be a delayed offside. Diaz will get back on. Tigers will grab the puck. Mo holds it, shot wide in the net. Far side to Brookfield. Diaz will pick it up. He'll sling one. White rebound, shoots and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 48, Matthew the Baby Fortner. From Michael Diaz. And one more goals go to the front of the net. Diaz took a shot. White saved it. Came right to the stick of Fortner. He pops it in the back of the net for the first goal. Face-off comes down to the night zone. This is Graham. Out ahead, comes right back to neutral. Prazel will push it ahead. Grabbed by Cicchini. Backhands it towards Prather. White with a save. Kicked off to the near corner. Now it's cleared. Should be an icing, and it is. We'll come back to the Tiger zone for a face-off. Fortner comes away with it, backhands it. White jumps right on top of that one again. .128 remain in the first. Face off in the Tiger zone. Fortner, Cicchini, Prather. Comes up high to Graham. Graham has his shot deflected off a Tigers player, goes up far side to Prather. Prazel will try to hold it, has his pocket pick. Tigers up the left-hand side. Prazel with the back check. Loses the puck down low. Prazel will grab it back behind Russo. Up ahead to Cicchini. Prazel's up ahead of him. Now Prazel will dump it into the Tiger zone. He'll chase after it. Prazel backhand it. Nobody there for the Knights. Tigers come away with it. Cicchini working the back check. Comes away with it. Right at neutral. Now grabbed by Fortner. Fortner up the left. Prather fill in the middle. Pass goes behind him. Far side. Now to be Morrison comes D to McClin. McClin to Cicchini. Cicchini will dump it into the Tiger zone. 29 seconds remaining. Far side grab by the Tigers. Now they'll look for that cross-ice pass. Kicked back into the night zone by the Tigers. Mathis. So no offsides as they brought it into the zone themselves. Now Smith will get it to Larson. 10 seconds remaining. Comes through the middle, loses the puck. Now kicked out to neutral. That's the way the first will end. After one, Knights 1, Tigers 0. That idea. Slow down a little bit. Okay, my expectations are too high. All right, first intermission's over. Knights will bring out the Smith brothers. Big Guns Gunner and Scatabo Bo Smith along with Charlie Larson. McClin and Morrison will come in on the defense. Russo will head off to our left. White goes to our right. Larson wins it over towards Smith. Now Larson will grab it, brings it into the Tiger zone. Shot gets deflected, goes up over the top of White. Nice forecheck by Gunner. To Larson, centered up front. Gunner's shot, one-timer goes wide of the net. Bo will grab it far side. Cycles it back down to Larson, down low, comes to Gunner. Gunner brings it up high. Nice look to McClin. He'll take a shot. That's deflected by the Tigers. Mo will skate over, holds it in. Now the Tigers will clear it. Out into neutral to McClin. Cycles it over to Mo. Mo will bring it up the left-hand side. Tries to push it ahead. Now grabbed by the Tigers. Larson with a forecheck. Comes away with a puck. Peels back near side. Little time and space right up front to McClin. McClin looking dangling, now has his pocket picked by the Tigers, cleared out into neutral, all the way down to the Knights' end, looking for the arm in the air, and we're going to get an icing. Face-off will come back to the Tiger zone. 13:45 remaining in the second with the Knights leading 1-0. Richter, Fortner, Busher. Becker and Graham on the defense. Grabbed by Busher off that face-off. Backhands it, nobody home. Here come the Tigers the other way. Pushed ahead right-hand side. Bounces off their stick, kicked right back into the neutral by Busher. Now the Tigers will dump it. Graham will grab this one down low for the Knights. Can't get it cleared. Kick back down to Graham again. Now slap it off the boards. Tigers can't get a hold of it. Now it's Busher. We got a 2-on-1. Busher comes, brings it over to Fortner. Fortner with a shot, shoots and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 48, Matthew Fortner. From number 23, Riley Busher. And 13:15 remaining in the second. Knights now lead 2-0. Fortner with his second goal. So he's trying to get that early hat trick here. 13:10 remaining in the second. Face-off will come back to the Knight zone on that icing call. Richter will step in, take the face-off, won by the Tigers. Shot blocked off Graham. That comes right to Fortner. Oh, he was looking to go left and right off a skate of the Tigers. Comes all the way up here high to Becker. Becker will dump it right towards White, right into his gut. Now he'll push it off to the side. Tigers up the glass. Graham holds it at the blue line. Now cleared. That'll come to Brookfield. He'll look to wait to everybody on side. Now brings it up the right. Nice backhander to Busher. He'll lose that one. Popped out to neutral. Fortner with a nice stick lift. Loses the puck. Still comes away with it now. Bounces it off Brookfield. This will be Becker up the right-hand side. If Becker will bring it in, he'll take a shot hard and goes wide of the net. All the way out in front of the Knights bench. Tigers will grab it. Here comes Busher, and we're going to get an offsides. Face-off out to neutral. Knights will switch it up here. Prather, Chikini, and Brookfield on the forward. Prazel comes in along with McClin on the defense. Pushed ahead by Chikini. Down into the Tiger zone. Grabbed by the Tigers. Chikini will chase. They'll go back behind White. He's looking for a hit. Now the puck's loose. Brookfield battling for it. Tigers will backhand it. McClin will hold this one at the wall. Oops, he kicks it out into neutral. Chikani will come back for this one. Tigers will grab it neutral, go D to D, now push it up. That should be an offsides. Yep, there's the call. Offsides, face off neutral ice, 11:44 remaining the second. Knights leading 2-0. Brookfield will win it over near side. This will be grabbed by McClin. He'll peel back into this Tiger zone for a little time and space. Looking ahead, dumps it off Brookfield. Now Chikani will backhand it back over towards White. Brookfield will chase. Tigers will get there first. Now held by Prazel. Prazel will take a shot. Deflected by the Tigers. Comes over near corner. Brookfield will backhand it up high towards McClin. He'll send it back over to Prather. Loses on a little poke check. McClin will try to hold it in. Now the Tigers will clear it out to neutral. And we're going to get an offsides. Hi. Larson, Smith, and Smith will check in on the forwards. Graham and Moe on the defense. Face off here at neutral ice with 11:08 remaining in the second. Larson will send it over to Moe. Moe will kick it off the glass back behind White. Gunner will chase. Larson's there also up against the wall. Sent back down low. Down goes Smith on a little trip. Tripped over Tiger's leg. No calls. I think he was more on him than anything. Gunner will get to it, dumps it down into the corner. Larson will chase. Over to Smith. Gunner Smith tried to get it to his brother. And the Knights are doing a very good job of forechecking, holding it in, keeping the attack going for the Knights and keeping the puck down in their attack end. Larson off Graham. Graham will chip it. That should be an icing, and it is. Face-off will come back to the Knight zone. 10:19 remaining in the second. Graham and Moe will stay in there on the defense. Knights will cycle in Fortner, Richter, and Busher on the forward line. Richter will take the face-off, wins it up high. That'll kick all the way out to neutral ice. Grabbed by the Tigers. At the red line, kicks it back into the Knight zone. Graham will come over, backhand this one up the wall. Tigers hold it, blocked up front by Richter. Back behind Russo, chipped off the boards too far in front of Busher. Sent back down low by the Tigers to Morrison. Richter off the boards, perfect pass comes right to Busher. Busher up the left-hand side. Squeezed by the Tigers, loses the puck down in the corner, regains control. Now to get pinned up against the boards. Richter has it kicked out. Fortner tries that hat trick, goes wide and White. Cleared by the Tigers. Icing is going to be the call. Face-off will come back to the Tigers' zone. Boy, Matthew looking a lot like his brother Michael, the way he's playing as a young freshman right now. He's looking good. Constantly attacking. Let's see, Brookfield will check in here along with Prather. Back to Chikani. He'll go off to the left. Brookfield will take the center spot. Prather right, Becker and McClin on the defense. 9:15 remain the second with the Knights leading 2-0. Tigers with the face-off win. Now they'll carry it out into neutral ice. Peels back towards the center, around Brookfield. Right up the middle, takes a shot. Russo with a save. Now Brookfield will race for it, trying to keep no icing. He'll get there first. Centers it back up front. Prather back in. Shoots and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 14, Brody Prather from number 22, JT Brookfield. Prather with his second goal of the season so far. Knights are up 3-0. Couldn't tell who cleared that up the line to Brookfield, if there's a credit on a second assist, because we were blocked by the fans. Face off. Prather tries for his second goal. That goes high. Comes over to McClin. He'll send it back down. Low now kicked out into neutral by the Tigers. Dumped back down by the Knights. Back behind White. Goes off far corner up. They're going to call delayed offsides. Now Prather gets out of their zone. Tigers will bring it up. Up the right-hand side. Crosses the red line, or green here at Brightspeed Park. Down into the Knight zone. Now it's cleared. Grabbed by Prather. Prather up the right-hand side. Skates back to the middle. Oh, and then loses it off a poke check far corner. Brings it up high to McClin. Prather will go to the bench. McClin peels around. Back behind White. Centers up front to Brookfield. Nice pass, nice shot, nice save by White. Goes right into his gut. They'll blow it dead. Face off in the Tiger zone. 7:51 remaining in the second. Larson and the Smith brothers check back in. Graham and Prazel on the defense. Prazel tries to hold it on a one-timer. Missed on that one. Kick back out to neutral to the Tigers. Smith with a forecheck. Gets the steal. Gets it down to Gunner. Gunner in the corner. Brings it up middle of the ice. Now centers it. Oh, right off the stick of Smith. Goes straight to Larson. He'll take a shot. White with another save. And now Gunner's going to go to the box. Roughing on Big Guns Gunner Smith. Tigers go to the power play. Face-off will come to the Knight zone. Let's see who we got out there. Bojangles and Larson. Graham and Prazel. 2 minutes will go to the clock. 7:18 remaining in the second, with the Knights leading 3-0. Second power play opportunity here for the Tigers. Seven. Gunner. Roughing. Cleared by Graham. That's going to come all the way down here to the side of White. He'll touch it up. Grabbed by the Tigers. They'll wheel around the backside of White. Forechecked by Larson. Early pass comes out to neutral. Graham will kick it right back into the Tiger zone. And they'll kick it right back out to neutral. This will be Rippey. Back checked by Smith. And he'll come away with it. Boy, the back checking and forechecking by the Knights so far this year has been very good. This will come to Rippey. Tigers up the left-hand side. Shot saved by Russo. Rebound saved by Russo again. Grabbed by Prazel in the corner. Cycles it over far side. Brookfield's checked in for Smith. Now Graham will get it to Larson. Off his stick. Tigers kick it right back the other way. This will be grabbed by Prazel down in the Knight zone. Now Prazel will clear it. Can't get it all the way down into the Knight or Tiger zone. They'll grab it. Now we're going to get an icing. Now the face-off will come to the Tigers' end. 5:08 or 6. I don't know. Can't see these numbers very well. Time for some light bulb replacement here. Diaz and Brookfield in on the forwards. McClin and Becker on the defense. Power play still to the Tigers. 48 seconds remaining on that. Nice forecheck there by Brookfield. Keeps it in the Tiger zone. Tigers go down. Now McClin will grab it. He'll skate in, takes a shot, goes wide of White. Comes over near side. Becker will hold this one. He'll send one wide right of White again. McClin skates in, keeps it down low. Tigers will grab it behind the net, off the boards. Becker will hold it at the blue line. He'll sling another one, deflected by the Tigers. It would have been high. Ends up getting deflected wide. Now McClin right back into the Tiger zone. 8 seconds remaining. To Becker. He'll send it back low. Off the back of the boards. That's the end of the power play for the Tigers. Gunner will come out of the penalty box. Saved by White off the shot from Becker. Richter is checked in. Knights are back to full strength. Got Diaz in there also. McClin with the steal in the neutral zone. Carries it into the Tiger zone. Now loses it. Down in the corner. Will continue to chase after it. Now cleared by the Tigers. And that's going to be an icing. Russo thought about touching it up, but it was wide of the net. We'll get the icing call. Face off in the Tiger zone. 4:48 remaining the second. Knights leading 3-0. Chikaine's checked in. Prather and Richter. Morrison and Goins is going to play some defense. Call him Mr. Utility right now. He's been playing forward, defense, everything. Whatever the Knights needed, he seems to be there and doing a fine job of all of them. Richter trying to get it ahead to Prather, blocked by the Tigers. Now Chikaine right into the glove of White. They'll blow it dead. Face off in the Tiger zone once again. Face-off grab by the Tigers, cleared out to neutral, stolen by Fast Freddy. Now Morrison will bring it D to D to Goins. Goins will bring it up the right-hand side towards Prather. Prather holds it. Big check by Chikaine, and now he's going to go to the box. Two minutes roughing, Lincoln Chikaine. Face-off will be in the Knight zone. 4:07 remaining in the second. Knights leading 3-0. 92. Goins and Moe will stay in there. Larson and Scatabo Smith on this penalty kill. Cleared out by Morrison. Off the boards comes to Larson. Stolen by the Tigers. Into the Knight zone. Now backhanded deep out in the corner. And down went Morrison. He fell into the goaltender post. Knocked it off. Oh, they're going to get a penalty. That's why Big Mo went down. Interference on the Tigers. That'll neutralize the power play. So we'll skate 4-on-4 for the next 138. I didn't see that number. 26. Face off in the Tiger zone. 4-on-4 skate, and then the Knights will get a power play for about 22 seconds when this thing expires. Over to Prazel. Prazel wide left. Gets checked up against the boards. Tigers try to clear it. Larson holds it. Larson down into the corner. Bo Smith is checked back in. Graham, here comes McClin. Larson will leave it for Graham. That's deflected, goes wide of the net. Now Smith cycles it to Larson, back behind the net. He'll skate up the near side. Brings it to Graham. Graham's shot gets deflected by the Tigers, goes off into the far corner, grabbed by Smith, cycled back behind the net again. Back to Larson. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Leaves it for Graham. Shots deflected, this time goes wide of the net left. Grabbed by Larson behind the net. Centered up front. Nobody home for the Knights. Now the Tigers will clear it. Off the boards. Graham will chase back after this one. Kicks it over far side to McClin. McClin pushes it ahead to Smith. Smith will push it ahead to Larson. Tigers can't get it cleared. McClin holds it, skates in up the left-hand side. Can't get a shot off. Smith battling up front, tries to wrap around. White was right there, sneaked over to that post, closed that hole quickly. McClin still skating with it. Over to Fortner in the corner. Cleared by the Tigers. McClin through the neutral zone. Back into the Knights, pushed ahead. Now it's Fortner looking for that hat trick. Skates in, wide left of the net. Or wide right, I guess. Now cleared by the Tigers. No icing on this one, as the Knights are to that power play we talked about. And now that's neutralized. Tigers and Knights will be back at full strength. Battle for the puck up against the near side. Blocked again by the fans. Can't really see it. Graham will get it to Busher. Busher tries to get it to McClin. Comes out into neutral. This will be grabbed by Gunner. Up through the middle. To the left. Back to his forehand. Shot goes wide of the net. Comes over near side. Fortner's right there. Takes a check back up against the glass. Three Knights forwards back in there digging for the puck. Busher comes away with it. Backhander goes wide in the net as it's deflected. Right to Gunner. Gunner will shoot, and all kinds of stuff going on up front in front of the net. White's down low. Gunner's in the net. Like they pointed bringing it out to neutral here. They'll reset the net. Diaz, Richter, and Brookfield will be in on this forward line. Becker and Goins on the defense. Richter will take the center spot. Brookfield to the right. Diaz to the left. Tigers grab it in their own zone, off the boards. That'll come to Becker. Becker will send it right back. Grabbed by Goins. Chipped off the boards, up ahead to Brookfield. Brookfield up the right-hand side. Kicks it over to Becker. Becker's shot's blocked. Richter with a shot right off the post. Richter in neutral, comes to Goins off the boards. Goins will bring it in up the right-hand side. Centered up front. Past everyone. Becker with a shot. White with another save. That's the end of the period. And after two, it's the Knights 3, the Tigers 0. And actually, is that the end? Nope. We are playing 3 periods. Okay. Thought we were, but the way those Knights were climbing over the boards, they looked like they were ready to go to the locker room. Kassler over here playing with our mobile camera, getting a little quick lesson from Dee, helping us out. Kassler will be playing with the JV2 coming up at 3:30. All right, we head to the third with the Knights leading 3-0. Larson, Smith, and Smith. Nope, they're going to go to the bench. Well, I know Becker and McClenn's on the defense. Let's see, here we got Fortner, Busher, and Goins. Goins played a little defense last few lines. Now he's up to center on this one to start this third period. Like I said, Mr. Utility. Finally grabbed by Fortner. Right up through the middle. Loses the puck in the middle of the ice as the Tigers close that one up. Now they'll bring it up the left-hand side into the Knight zone. Fortner with a nice back check. Loose puck. Tigers hold it in. Now cleared by Goins, out into neutral. This will be grabbed by the Tigers. Cross ice pass. Comes to Becker. Becker up the right-hand side. Skates in, takes a shot. Deflected, goes up into the netting, out of play. Face-off will be in the Tigers zone. Just underway in the third with the Knights leading 3-0 if you're just joining us. Fortner, Busher, Goins, Becker, McClenn. Face-off far corner. Up the wall, Becker will hold it, sends it back behind White. Near side, this will be Busher. Goins and Busher battling for it. Tigers come away with it. Now they'll lose it to a little check. Loose puck up against the wall. McClenn holds it right towards the blue line. Now McClenn will skate in left side, takes a shot. White with a save. Goes right to the stick of Busher. He'll bring it up high to Becker. He'll backhand it down low. Grabbed by McClenn once again. Around the backside of White. Looking, centers it up front. Busher, White will, shoots and scores. I thought White jumped on top of it. Kansas City goal. Number 23, Riley Busher. From who was that? McClenn, I think, got it to him. From Tevis McClenn. And it's 4-0, 13:25 remaining in the game. Prazel will send it off far side. This will go to Graham. Graham pushes it ahead. Up to Prather, loses the puck. Now grabbed by the Tigers in their own zone. Nice forecheck by Cicchini. Cicchini with a shot, shoots and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 92, Lincoln Cicchini. That'll be unassisted. Lincoln's third goal of the season, 5-0 Knights. And Cicchini with another steal. He'll skate in. Hey, I won another one. Off the blocker of White. Grabbed by Prather. He'll backhand it to Graham. Graham will send it down to Richter down in the corner. Cicchini up front, battling up front of the post. Cleared by the Tigers. Prather to Richter. Richter with a shot deflected. Now cleared out to neutral. This will come to Graham. Graham sends it back into the Tiger zone. Tigers kick it back out to neutral, right to Graham. In comes Busher near wall. Tigers get to it off the wall back behind White. Goes off far corner. Now they'll clear it out to neutral. Up the right-hand side. Pressed ahead by Prazel. Prazel will get it up to Fortner. Fortner, nice move, shoots right into the gut of White. And puck still loose. I think the refs thought he had it. Nice stick handling by Matthew Fortner. Getting a clean shot up front, put it right in the gut of White. Face-off will be in the Tiger zone, 11:41 remaining in the game. We got a run clock now. Busher, Goins, Fortner, McClin, and Morrison. Face-off one over to Busher, sends it up high to McClin, takes a shot. That is secured by White. Face-off finally secured by the Tigers. Poked away there by Morrison. He'll race over. Tigers will dump it into the night zone. Grabbed by Morrison, near corner. Now to Busher. Up ahead to Fortner. Fortner will poke it ahead. Goins will chase it off into the corner. Around the boards, Mo will hold it in. Went to take a shot, whiffed on that. Now it's deflected, comes right back up to Morrison. Deflected by Busher, goes wide of the net. Goins will cycle over, keeps it down low. Morrison from the blue line, off the side of the netting. Goins to Busher. Busher up high to McClin. Now cleared by the Tigers out into neutral ice. Morrison will race over for it, backhands it, and deflected. Oh! Puck was deflected into the Knights bench, so they'll blow it dead. Fortner with an incidental check there. I think he was just skating over towards the bench, and the Tigers player just kind of came right in front of him. It's no penalty for roughing on that. Face-off comes to Prazel. Prazel cleared up the boards, trying to get it to Diaz. Grabbed by the Tigers, backhanded back out into neutral, grabbed by Prather. Prather will skate in up the right-hand side. Has a poke checked away. Tigers try to clear it. Richter holds it right to Becker. He'll take a shot right into the gut of White. Now he'll jump on top of it. 9 minutes remaining in the game. Knights leading 5-0. Run clock going here. Face-off will be in the Tiger zone. Boy, White's been peppered. I know he's given up 5, but I don't know what the shots on goal are, but they're high. Refs will push the Tigers player and Prather back out a little bit. Now they'll sneak back in. Face-off comes to Prather. After bouncing off a few sticks, he'll leave it up high for Prazel. Barely keeps it in. Deflected by Diaz. That goes wide. Prather from behind White. Hard off the boards up to Becker. Becker will send one. That's deflected. Goes wide of net. White again. Grabbed by Diaz. And White lost his stick. He'll jump on top of this puck. They'll blow it dead. Another face-off in the Tiger zone. Knights will change it up. Graham and Morrison will check in on the defensive side. Brookfield, Fortner, and Riley. Busher will check in on the forward line. Tigers will win the face-off and clear it. Graham will retreat back, grab it in the night zone, push it ahead, past Fortner into the neutral zone. Fortner will come up with the puck anyways, right at the red line. Skates through the middle. And offsides by Brookfield. And Fortner's going to get a penalty, unsportsmanlike, taking that late shot on White after the whistle blown. And Tigers will go to the power play. 48, Fortner. Chikine and Prather check in on the forwards. Moe and Graham will stay in on the defense. 2 minutes on the clock, 7 minutes remaining in the game. Faceoff comes all the way out into the neutral. This will be grabbed by the Tigers. Sauce high up into the air. Deflected, so Graham will get this one. No icing, wraps it around the boards towards Prather near side. Prather will peel back for a little time and space. Nice move. Now cross ice. Oop, Chikine was going the wrong way off the boards. Chikine will continue to chase after it. No icing because we're on the penalty kill. And Tigers are going to get a penalty on this one. Battling down there with Chikine. I didn't see what the sign was from the ref as I was watching the player go in. So that'll neutralize the power play. And we'll skate 4-on-4. Richter and Brookfield. Tigers will win the face-off, far side. Now Graham will hold it in right at the blue line. Skates in, takes a shot, deflected by the Tigers, goes wide to White. Around the boards, Morrison will hold it in near side. Sends it back down low for Fast Freddy to go battle for it. Richter will come away, sends it up high to Morrison. He'll take a shot, deflected by the Tigers, comes out to neutral. Tigers with the puck in their own zone, now brings it up right-hand side, poked away there by Graham. Richter will backhand it down into the Tiger zone. Brookfield will chase after it. Richter will come away with it, sends it up high to Graham. To Richter. Richter with a shot, White with the save. Now cleared by the Tigers. This will be Morrison. He'll send it in deep. Richter goes to the bench. In will come Diaz. Out to neutral. This will be to Morrison. Morrison up the left-hand side. Carries it himself. Takes a shot right into the glove and jumped on top of by White. That's the end of Fortner's penalty. Running clock, so 4:50 remaining in the game. 25 seconds remaining on the Knights power play with the run clock. Diaz, Chikine, Prather in here. Prazel and Becker. They'll get about 10 seconds time this puck is dropped. Right to Diaz. Shot right into the glove of White. They'll blow it dead. That'll end the power play. So as soon as the puck's dropped, the Tigers player will come out of the penalty box. Oh, Tigers skated one out. Thinking they should be full strength, but they got a player in the box. There, now we got the face-off. Door opens. Out to neutral. Prazel. Becker. Becker will dump it. Tigers will get it around the boards. Held by Diaz. Held by Becker. Deflected by the Tigers. Goes wide of the net. Chikine will hold it. Backhands it off to the far corner. Diaz will grab this one. Sends it back down low to Chikine. Centered. Oh, he saw Prather but couldn't get it to him. Backhander Diaz. That's deflected again by the Tigers. Out to neutral to Becker. Kicks it to the Tigers zone. Now they'll clear it. That's going to be an ice. Icing's the call. Face off in the Tiger zone. 3:15 run clock remaining in the game. Knights leading 5-0. Fortner, Busher, Richter, forward line. Becker, appraisal on the defense. Richter to Busher, Busher to Praisel. Praisel will dump it back down into the corner. Tigers will get to it, try to cycle it up the boards. Praisel will hold it. Now they'll lose it. Race for the puck, comes out to neutral. This will be Fortner skating back for it. Pushed ahead, Busher up the left-hand side. He'll peel to the middle, now back to the left. Cycles it for Becker. He'll take a shot, deflected. Whoa! Quick reaction by White. I think it would have went high over the net anyways. His own player deflected the Becker shot up front. White reaches up high, snags it with his glove. 2:05 remaining in the game. Face off in the Tiger zone. Knights will switch out their D, leave their forward the same. McClin and Moe come in. Busher to Morrison. Morrison with a shot. Right blocker save for White. And now cleared by the Tigers, past Morrison. So McClin will come back for this one, and they're going to call icing. Face off in the Tiger zone. 1:35 run clock remaining in the game. 5-0 Knights. Rockhurst coming up next in their Jamboree game. Tigers come up with a face-off up the left-hand side. Saved by Russo, couldn't get a glove on it. Now battle up front, blocked away there by Brookfield. Kicked ahead, grabbed by the Tigers at neutral. Kicked back into the Knight zone. 52 seconds remaining. This will be McClin behind Russo. Up ahead, past Brookfield, and we're going to get an icing. That should just about end it here. 40 seconds remaining. We'll come back into the Knight zone for a face-off. Won't be much time once they drop the puck, if any. Diaz, Prather, Brookfield, Morrison, and McClin here to kill this off. 20 seconds. Out ahead to Prather. Prather through neutral, up the right-hand side. He's going to get a shot out. Brookfield fill in the middle. Takes a shot, White with a save. Right back out to Prather. Cycles it up to McClin, up the wall, and that's the end of the game. So, game number 1 of the Jamboree, JV1 taking down the Midmo Tigers, 5-0. They'll go jump on Russo here, give him a hug for the shutout. White deserves one here for the Tigers also. Boy, he took a lot of shots. All right, we'll be back this afternoon, 3:30 for JV2 action. Can't remember who they played. Do you remember JV2? I wrote it all down and left it at the hotel room, so. St. Joe Griffins, and then varsity action comes up at 5 o'clock. IceHawks, another KC team. So St. Joe Griffins JV2 will come up at 3:30, and the varsity will be in action against the IceHawks at 5. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to go play around out here in Springfield, maybe go over to Bass Pro or something like that. Rockhurst coming up next if you want to watch on Live Barn. Final score, Knights 5, Tigers 0.